Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Blasko from the Defense Health Agency, and it is Month of the Military Child. And on behalf of the Defense Health Agency, I want to say out loud, military kids are mighty. And in preparation, I looked at the definition of mighty, and it is possessing great and impressive power and strength. And many of us have witnessed this in our military children. And so, especially when there are loved ones who have deployed or military kids PCSing and moving from one location to the other and new schools and new friends. And many of us here at Defense Health Agency are working really hard to keep our military kids healthy and well. And to that end, we have a resource, Military Kids Connect, which at its core is a website and social media channels to help military kids with stress management and coping with their day-to-day challenges. I wanted to highlight kind of 4 areas in that resource, and many of them are focused on community as well. The first thing is we have materials for COVID. Obviously, military kids are facing that, especially middle school and high school kids. They're used to being with their peers, being face-to-face, and we know that they've had some challenges. So if you go to Military Kids Connect, you'll see some resources about information about COVID, as well as links to for military-specific kinds of resources, like calling the confidential call line for military family life consultants. The second area I want to highlight, which is really exciting, is we just added a content on relationships. Relationships are important, especially for our youth, and sometimes it's difficult to know how to have positive relationships and getting stuck in kind of negative relationships. And this content actually goes over that kind of information, as well as giving some tips and highlights on how to make good friendships and how to have good relationships, whether it's dating or friendships, again, with their peers. The third area I wanted to highlight is we have a section on how to cope, particular to military kids as they have fears about the safety and security of their parent, whether they're deployed or away for training or so on. These materials really give youth different ways to cope with that and different scenarios and how they might look at this differently. And finally, we have a section or several sections on how to reach out for help. As I mentioned, we have a link to the Military One Source confidential call line for youth to call for support from military family life consultants. We have a section on the website on how military kids can actually reach out to adults that they trust to get some support, and also how to get support from friends. That's very important as well. Often their friendships are the first place that they go when they're unsure about something. And finally, there's sections for parents, educators, and healthcare providers. These are focused on how you can help your military children with coping. And I failed to mention that Military Kids Connect actually is youth-facing, and it's designed for middle school and high school youth. Often there's a gap for those this age range, so this really helps as a central place for military youth to get the resources. So we're celebrating military kids, the mighty. Military One Source also, it has military kid appreciation kits that can be found. I think the link will be in this feed. And certainly reach out and get one of those kits so you can celebrate your military kids. And please check out militarykidsconnect.health.mil. It's a great resource. It can provide a lot of tools to help our military youth just with day-to-day challenges. And it's great that during the month of the military child, we can highlight this and, more importantly, celebrate our military youth. So stay safe and well, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.